Welcome to this free workshop. The fact that you signed up to watch this already tells me that your spirit guide is calling you to work with them. And that means that it is time for you to step into your power and into your purpose and make an impact on the world with your specific gifts, talents, and abilities. Because that is what working with spirit guides is all about. By the end of this short workshop, you will know why you incarnated here on Earth, the 7 signs a spirit guide wants to connect with you, what it takes to live a spirit-guided life. My name is Jamila Jemunja, and I'm a spirit guide medium, award-winning author, and spiritual growth coach. I've helped thousands of spiritual seekers like you connect with their spirit guides through readings, courses, workshops, and my book, The 7 Types of Spirit Guide. Let's get started. Many people come to me because they want to know what their purpose is. And you probably have the same question. In other words, why did you incarnate here on Earth? Well, the answer is simple. You incarnated here at this specific moment in time because you are a spirit worker in the making. Now, what does that mean? A spirit worker is someone who decided to come to Earth to help drive the spiritual evolution on this planet forward with the help of their spirit guides. Spirit workers belong to a team of light beings that consists of not just humans, but also other beings from different dimensions who want to bring light and peace. How do I know that you are a spirit worker? Listen, I get it. Sometimes our fears and insecurities get in the way. And you might think that maybe other people are called to be a spirit worker, but not you. Maybe you think you are not smart enough, thin enough, extroverted enough, old enough, young enough, special enough, or gifted enough. But why else would you be watching a workshop about spirit guides if you didn't feel that call to connect with them? You are being called to make a difference in some way, shape, or form. And the fact is that only you can do that job because there is no second you. So take your calling seriously and stop making excuses. You are good enough and the world needs you. To help you gain the confidence you need, here are the 7 signs a spirit guide wants to connect with you. Sign number 1, you feel called to connect with your guides. Yes, we've just talked about this, but I want to make sure you really get it. If you feel called to work with spirit guides, you are called to work with them. Maybe you've tried YouTube videos or meditations or some other way to connect with your guides. It doesn't matter if you were successful or not. What counts is that you really want it. Sign number 2, you see signs and synchronicities everywhere. Wherever you go, you see number plates with specific numbers. Or butterflies follow you around, or maybe you keep hearing the same unlikely song over and over again. It doesn't matter what the specific signs and symbols you keep seeing are. What's important is the fact that you are being contacted and asked to pay attention. Sign number 3, you've had psychic, shamanic, or mediumistic experiences. Even just one such experience shows that you have the ability to connect with the spirit world. And you have this ability for a reason. It's a skill that needs to be developed and used. No one comes to Earth with a talent they are not supposed to use. I've had dozens of weird encounters with spirits before I finally understood that I was supposed to do something with that. Don't make the same mistake. Know that you are being called. Sign number 4, you come from a lineage of spirit workers. If you know that at least some of your ancestors on either side were spirit workers, it might be your turn now. Maybe you grew up in a spiritually minded household, or your direct family members are not into any of this at all, but you know that your grandmother or great-grandmother or someone else in your family were witches, tea leaf readers, or Reiki masters. You don't need to carry on the exact same traditions, whatever they may be. Maybe you want to follow your own path. The point is that you are asked to take over the torch in some way, shape, or form. Sign number 5. You've always believed in angels, saints, nature spirits, or other types of spirit guide. Even as a kid, you knew that angels are real, or you admired a specific saint, or you knew that it was the fairies who always hid your dad's car keys. The point is, you never questioned that there are spirit beings out there. You might never have seen them, but you just knew. Even if you lost that conviction for some time, now it's back and you feel it's time to do something about it. Sign number 6. You strongly believe that the problems we as humans face today need to be addressed on a spiritual level as well as on a political, social, and other levels. You're tired of what's happening in the world. You want real change. And you know that can only happen if the spiritual side of things gets addressed as well as the social, economic, and other problems we face today. You might not know how that can be accomplished yet, but that's what your guides can help you with. And that's why they are trying to reach out to you. Sign number 7, you are going through or have gone through a spiritual awakening. A big transformation is happening in your life. On the outside, this might look like grief, job loss, a divorce, health issues, etc. On the inside, this transformation leads you to see the world from a more spiritual perspective. It is prompting you to re-examine your world, let go of beliefs and values that don't serve you anymore, and make more authentic life choices going forward. A spiritual awakening is a classic way of the spirit world to get your attention. Now that you know the 7 signs a spirit guide is trying to get your attention and work with you to create the change you want to see in the world, here are some simple guidelines for spirit workers that will enable you to live a spirit-guided life. Step into your purpose, fulfill your mission, and thrive while you're doing it. Number 1, you want to build a spiritual practice. It doesn't matter what that looks like, as long as you do it regularly. It can be a daily 5-minute routine or a weekly 1-hour routine. Build your practice around your needs and lifestyle, but make it a habit that you can maintain. Your spiritual practice shows your guides that you are serious about your commitment to your calling as a spirit worker. Number 2, you need to be able to connect and communicate with your guides. They are your cosmic mentors and can help you complete your mission. Number 3, you want to discover your spiritual skills and practice them on a regular basis so you can gain the confidence needed to apply them to help others. Number 4, you need to overcome the limiting beliefs that stand in your way to thriving as a spirit worker. These often stem from past lives and need to be dismantled. And 5, you need to take action. This is the most important part. Meditating with crystals all day is great, but not good enough. It's about putting into action what you learn along the way. Apply it in your own life, in your relationships with loved ones, in your work life, and in your community. Live by your own spiritual principles. That's what it takes to be a true spirit worker. And live a spirit-guided life. If this feels a little bit overwhelming, don't worry. You don't have to do it all on your own. I will help you every step of the way. That's why I founded Spirit Guide Society. Spirit Guide Society is a community for spirit workers like you who have been called by their spirit guides to work with them, but also need some guidance from a human guide who has traveled down this path before. As a spirit guide medium, award-winning author, and spiritual growth coach, I can take you by the hand inside Spirit Guide Society and help you become a spirit worker, so you can discover your spiritual gifts and talents, live with purpose every day, and unlock success for your personal and professional life. Click the button below to learn more.